Hello viewers, and today I wanted to see if I could get the FN Scar 17 to be a decent sniper in Warzone. And so, as you would probably expect, I'm using attachments that boost that damage range, bullet velocity, and of course I'm going to need a sniper scope. But before I break down these attachments for you and show you some awesome gameplay that I've got with this Scar, it would be really cool if you could consider subscribing to the channel. I upload videos like this every day. Sometimes they're meta weapons, but very often they are off meta weapons, just like this Scar sniper here. And so if you are interested in those types of videos, then you can leave a like to let me know that you do enjoy these types of videos. And if you want, you can let me know down in the comments weapons that you would like to see in future videos. And so, starting off in the muzzle attachment slot, as we very often do, we are using the monolithic suppressor for that all-important sound suppression, as well as a 10% boost to damage range and a 15% boost to bullet velocity. This is essentially the quintessential attachment for a Scar sniper, because it's boosting in areas that desperately will need boosting. Of course, we're going for the longest barrel available on the Scar 17, and that is the Forge Tac 20-inch LB barrel. This will provide a triage of improvements, including damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Damage range will be improved by 38%, which is a very good boost, something that I'll definitely want to take. It will also reduce vertical recoil by 10%. In the case that the enemy is quite far away, I'm going to be switching this Scar into the semi-automatic mode, and follow-up shots will be nice and easy with that reduction to vertical recoil. And the biggest boost of them all comes in the form of the bullet velocity, which gets a huge boost of 52%. What is actually amazing about this combination of attachments is that with just these two attachments alone, the bullet velocity for this weapon is 1,258 meters per second. That is honestly sniper territory, and you'll see in the gameplay that I've got for you just how fast these bullets move through the air. Of course, as this is a sniper, we're going to be naturally adding weight in the form of the first two attachments, but we also want to speed things up and make sure we're nice and steady when we're aiming in. And the tac laser will do a really good job of filling in both of those problems, because the tac laser will improve aim down sight time by 38 milliseconds and will get a nice and healthy boost to aiming stability and aim walking steadiness. We're probably not going to be moving all that much while we're aiming in with this sniper Scar, but aiming stability is something that is really useful, especially when you want to start off a fight with a headshot and you don't want to worry too much about the idle sway and things like that. In the underbarrel attachment slot, I'm using a unique attachment for the Scar, and that is the bipod foregrip. This is essentially a beefed up version of the bipod that you can find on snipers and LMGs and things like that. And that's because when you crouch with the bipod foregrip, you will get a 35% reduction to vertical recoil. And what's more, if you go prone, you will actually get a 50% reduction to vertical recoil. And so if you were to lie down with this weapon and really set up like a proper sniper, you will get massively reduced recoil, and you could, if you were feeling confident, even use the full auto fire mode to take out your enemy. And of course, for the final attachment, we are using the variable zoom scope. Of course, if you really wanted to, you could go for something like the sniper scope, but it's just a little bit less versatile. As you can see, the sniper scope claims to be a 4.4 times zoom, and there is no ability to be able to change that zoom, whereas with the variable zoom scope it's a 3 by 6.1, and this means that up close it's about the same zoom as a VLK optic, which I'm sure a lot of you will have used in the past. And then for those extreme shots we can just simply zoom into a 6.1 times zoom. The only downside is that we do actually lose horizontal recoil control. The reduction is at 15%, but we do gain a lot of vertical recoil reduction with this combination of attachments. So I think it's a sort of a good mix between the accuracy of fully automatic fire, really. Of course, if you are just considering tap firing with this weapon, then the recoil doesn't pose as too much of a problem as much compared to fully automatic fire. But let me know down in the comments if you do give this sniper scar a go, and let me know if you think it is actually a viable weapon. I wouldn't say that it doesn't work or it's not worth using. It definitely is, and hopefully if you watch right to the end of the gameplay you will see just how effective this weapon can actually be, and with those long range capabilities with this combination of attachments you'll actually see that it's a very versatile weapon. But anyway, let me know if you give it a go nonetheless, and leave a like if you enjoy the video and subscribe if you would like to see more. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the gameplay. Okay, so I thought for this gameplay I was going to do a post commentary so I can sort of talk through sort of what our decisions are. So at the moment we've just seen that someone got a loadout, just the shop the other side of airport, so we popped up a UAV and we're going to try and chase him down now. As usual, Charlie takes the lead, takes out the first guy. There we go, I held the angle, Charlie went for the flank. We got the job done. Spend some of our money on another UAV, and we can see someone's at the loadout. Managed to hit that guy then, but we can chase him because we know that he's gone into that underground bit, and there's only so many places that he can actually go. So we decide that if we go through this door here and then use the winding stairs, we can follow him down. I popped up my UAV because we found a red door. We followed them this way. This shot.
Releasing tear gas.
I didn't have a very good time in this fight. This is my first game with this sniper scar, and I just couldn't see the enemy. I think Charlie's already taken out one of them. So you can see I heard a shot there and I went to go and have a look, but I couldn't see a glint or anything like that, so maybe they were using a no glint sniper. Mine went off, so it roughly knew where he was. Took a bit of his armour, but he just finished me. In the gulag, 1911. Got sort of lucky then, but now Charlie's just been down by that guy.
If they survive, they can redeploy.
Or eliminated, I should say. But I managed to bring him back.
Move on my waypoint.
And we're just using this sort of platform here. Not too many ways we can be shot from. It's a good defensive position as the circle closes. Charlie let me know that there was someone on the roof. His recon, and then we also saw another person down here. I didn't want to take the shot just yet, so I could only see his legs and he could very easily run away before I downed him. And I was hesitant as well because he could probably see my laser. But then, if you can hear now, I've got some footsteps beneath me. I had to go for that, and he was actually not on the same team as that first guy, so he finished him off and I got the assist. And we know now that there is definitely at least one person there. Got to see where the circle goes now, really. There's going to be people moving fairly near us, I would say. Charlie spots these two guys, we take them out. I actually get it down. I'm not doing too well on the kills in this game, but I feel like my positioning was okay and I'm dealing the damage where it needs to be dealt, but obviously because I've only got 20 rounds, it can be quite tricky. So the circle's closing in now, and we figure if we just wait here, wait for that circle to close while everyone else is fighting out on the rooftops, and then we can make an educated rotation to the circle. Unfortunately, it goes quite far away from us, so we decide we're gonna sort of rotate around to the right, and Charlie sort of sets off nice and quickly as he usually does. I'm using this stubby magnum to keep up my sprint speed where I can, and it's actually not a bad weapon, and I will do a loadout for it very soon. So we decide we're going to go into this tech building, or whatever you want to call it, but I've noticed that the cluster strike came from over there, so there could be people there, because very often when you do a cluster strike, it will fly over the person that activated the cluster strike. So we get onto the roof and we're quite aware that there's probably going to be quite a few people about potentially looking at us, and I'm aware that I've got a glint on this scar, which isn't the best, but it catches people by... Oh yeah, and then yes.
They have me sighted.
So there's people on the roof there. I do a bit of James Bond action and shoot the glass beneath me so I fall through into cover. Charlie says it's okay to cross, but I just want to reload my weapon because it's only got 20 rounds in the magazine. What was I saying? Yeah, it's a bit of a good surprise against the enemy when you've got a glint and then you've got a fully automatic weapon. It really does put them off, I found. Throw a bit of gas out so he doesn't rush the window. There you go, use the magnum there, get a shot off on him. Now we think there's only one guy left there now. We think one of them was killed by a sniper on another roof as we were moving through that building. I throw some gas so they can't peek us, and that gives us time to sort of look at all the other angles that we potentially are going to be shot from. And as you can see, the circle has gone away from us once again, so we're going to have to make this hard rotate, but we realise we've both got gas masks, and so an educated push would be to get round that concrete wall by those vats there, and if we can make it round there, that would be ideal. But before we make that push, we've got to make sure no one else is about, really. Here, I heard someone on the roof then, and I let Charlie know, so he sort of steps out. He's got more of a fast-firing weapon. I throw the worst gas grenade in the world. Charlie sees him, lets me know that it's okay to sort of come around and it's safe, and I'm going to watch this concrete wall here because I'm remembering that guy that I shot with the magnum, but it seems like he's probably being killed by that guy on the roof. So he's not there, so we make the most of the gas mask, get around this concrete wall, and we're in a very safe position now. There's 4 other enemies left, pretty sure. Got 4 other enemies left. I'm going to wait for the gas to start moving again so I don't use up my gas mask or get stuck in the animation. Charlie sees another guy, finishes him off. I'm covering the flanks because they're going to have to push this way now. Take out the rose skin, fully automatic sniper. And now we see there's only one left, so we just want to get position and sort of make the most of our potential advantage, because we're assuming they're going to be in that warehouse, and they are. I get a couple hits on them, but he gets hits on me. Gas animation screws me over a little bit, but I'm just going to hold this angle while Charlie holds that angle and finishes him off. So I hope that you enjoyed that video. We managed to get the win, and it's not very often that you can say that you get a win with a sniper variant of an assault rifle. But I really enjoyed that scar, and as you can see towards the end there, it was actually really versatile. You know, I was able to quickly snap onto that guy on the roof, and even in those medium ranges against that rose skin, I was still able to take them out nice and quickly as well, despite only having 20 bullets. And it puts plenty of pressure on the enemy as well. As you can see with that final fight, I just bled his armour a little bit, and I was nice and accurate because I've got that high damage range, the vertical recoil control with the grip, and just overall good clarity with that variable zoom scope. But yeah, we got the win, so thank you very much for watching if you did make it this far, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you would like to see more. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.